Dear viewers, the topic which we will discuss today is, can Pakistan be called as a sovereign country? Question mark. Sovereignty basically means when the government is empowered to make and implement decisions without any interference, is sovereign. When the state is sovereign, is not coerced, doesn't compromise on. So sovereignty in Pakistan, as far as Pakistan is concerned, is lacking. As days are passing, Pakistan is unable to protect its sovereignty because of two reasons. The first is that it is financially dependent on donors. And when a country is economically and financially not independent, cannot be sovereign in making decisions. The second thing is that despite claims which have been made by successive governments of Pakistan in foreign policy, is not sovereign. How Pakistan compromised following the deadly events of 9/11. Why Pakistan was not able to protect its sovereignty when the US Navy SEALs encroached deep inside Pakistan on May 2nd, 2011 and raided compound, a building in Abbottabad where they found global terrorist Osama bin Laden. Pakistan was not able to protect its sovereignty. Drone attacks which were going on, which were being carried out by the US against Pakistan, was not able to protect its sovereignty. And then lately, 2 years ago perhaps, when Turkey, Malaysia, Pakistan and Qatar, these countries decided that they will hold a summit in Kuala Lumpur of like-minded countries to discuss the issues faced by the Muslim world. Pakistan opted out of that summit at the 11th hour under the Saudi pressure. So therefore, it seems that the sovereignty of Pakistan has been mortgaged. The State Bank of Pakistan is now under the influence of International Monetary Fund. Just to get $1 billion, maybe around $1 billion, Pakistan has to follow the dictates of International Monetary Fund. It is unable to protect its economic sovereignty. And then lately, when Pakistan got $3 billion of loan from Saudi Arabia, that $3 billion will be kept the State Bank of Pakistan, and $1.5 billion of loan, deferred payment on oil from Saudi Arabia. So $4.5 billion of loan, it's a loan. And some of our ministers and high-ups, they basically are so jubilant that they think that it's a big achievement. This country where its crops, its buildings and infrastructure, such things have been mortgaged for seeking loans, and seeking loans in order to repay the interest of previous loans. So it means that the International Monetary Fund, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, other multilateral organizations, and various countries, and Pakistan has bought and financial assistance. And there's a clause, very interesting clause, between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, the agreement, whatever the agreement is, about $3 billion, that Pakistan will be asked to return $3 billion in 3 days' notice. So, a fundamental reason that why Pakistan is not a sovereign country, it is not independent in making decisions, is because of its economic meltdown. That the economy is on ventilator. And if a country is not economically viable, is not economically on sound footing, cannot be sovereign, cannot be respected as far as the world is concerned. And look at the imports of Pakistan have mushroomed. Look at debt to GDP ratio. Look at the gap between income and expenditure, the price hike, the inflation. So, when such things are very much there, to expect Pakistan to be economically, expect Pakistan to be sovereign, it doesn't make sense. A country is sovereign only when it is politically stable and economically powerful. Only that country can stand on its feet. Only that country will be respected. Why South Korea is respected? Why Singapore is respected? These were impoverished countries. What about China? Communist China. It was considered as a lazy, opium-ridden, a country occupied by 6 powers. And look at China, it is the richest country. So, the problem basically is that unless there is a change in the mindset of the people of Pakistan and the elites of Pakistan, this country cannot be sovereign unless there is ownership as far as the country is concerned. Corruption, nepotism, inefficiency, lack of accountability, bad governance, these are the things which have taken the toll of Pakistan's sovereignty, and that is why we are unable to influence as far as the world is concerned. We are just, we don't matter as such as far as global power politics. Russia's foreign exchange reserves are now $600 billion. India's foreign exchange reserves are more than $550 billion. Look at their trade, look at their infrastructure. So, that is the thing which we have to understand, that unless we are honest to ourselves, unless we are accountable, unless we live within our means, economic mismanagement will continue to take the toll of Pakistan's sovereignty. Thank you very much.